Yep. Yep.
Oh, Melanie? Mark? Christy Kincaid Norris? Hello, Linda Wynn.
The light shining down on me like an angel. That's me.
Hello, Tara, Chelsea, Jamie, Albert,
Why is the light shining on me like that? Try and let the other way. Why is the light doing that?
I don't know. Hello, Haven. Oh, Julie, Celeste, Brooksy. Wow. Crowd filing in quickly today.
Good. They were ready for us.
We're going to get going.
Because the Cowboys aren't playing.
No, the Cowboys aren't playing.
People need entertainment instead. And we are that entertainment.
Are we?
I'll just be sitting over here in the corner like this.
Are we?
Here I sit way over here.
Huh? There you go. It's maybe like that.
There you go. I feel like I just keep getting shoved further and further out of here. You about ready? Where's my mic? Oh. Happy Halloween weekend. This is the weekend before Halloween. When all the adult parties were happening. Did you go to a party? We didn't go to a party. I don't think we were invited to a Halloween party this weekend. In fact, I know we weren't. You ready? Test 1, 2, me, test, test.
Harry, set of testes. Please pick up the red courtesy phone. Harry, set of testes. Please pick up the red courtesy phone. Harry's set of testes.
Change the clock this coming Saturday. Cousin Grayson's there.
Cousin Grayson.
People been waiting this all day, they say, babe. There's a lot of pressure. All right, you ready? Did you hit the record button?
Nope.
Here we go. We're going to get started.
We've been waiting on this buffoonery all day.
All day, every day.
Hold on. Get my
all right.
papers set up. Where are the sponsors, Evans?
Right here.
Oh, boy.
I forgot to print them.
Of course we did.
I can't remember everything. You can't remember to shut the garage door ever.
Ready?
I can't remember to print out our sponsors.
You ready?
I am very ready. Welcome to another episode of A Sandwich and Some Lovin' podcast. I am Kelly Raspberry Evans, and this is my husband, Alan Evans.
Hello, Alan. Hey, Trey. In the house.
There you go. Let you get it all in there, babe.
I got it out.
Welcome to the episode, honey. Thanks for joining me.
As if I had a choice.
Babe, you always have a choice.
Yeah, I guess I do.
You do have a choice.
I've opted out a few times. How come I've opted out a few times, but you've never opted
because
out?
I'm a professional.
Wow. Actually, when I've opted out, it's not been because I wanted to.
No, one time it's because you got mad at me and I had to do it by myself. If we want to go really back in time.
Well, that's not really the one I was thinking of.
The one you had, we had a family emergency.
We had a family emergency, and then another one where, what was I, out of town?
No, you got. Well, one you were out of town.
No.
One you were out of town, but one you got mad at me. And I had to do it by myself. I remember that one. That was fun.
Did I just cross my arms and go,
You're like, I'm done.
I'm out. I'm out.
Yeah.
Just see ya. Drop the mic. Bye.
We could just lie and make y'all think that it's bliss 24/7, 365.
But that would be a lie.
That would be a lie.
That would be a big, bold-faced lie.
But I think we've been getting along really great lately. Not that we've been having like rough patches, but I think lately have we had a reason to really fight lately?
I mean, I can't really think of one.
I can't think of one either. I know you've been kind of grumpy, and I've just been kind of like trying to cajole you out of it.
That's just par for the course when you get to be my age.
Yeah, grumpy and constipated. Actually, constipation, not your issue. That's mine. I'm confusing you with me.
Not true.
No.
And yet another podcast that has
I guess that's the juvenile side of me coming through.
Sophomoric humor.
Hey, I had something really, really great happen for my family about a week ago, I guess now, and I just neglected to mention it. But fertility is a big issue that I've talked about, my own fertility issues. And my second cousin actually, Leah, has been
Cousin Leah.
struggling as well. And very excited to announce that my cousin Leah and her husband Jace are expecting a baby boy. And they're going to name him Mac. That's his nickname. McPherson's last name. So Mac McPherson. Very excited.
How cool is that?
I was in the PetSmart getting Larry some dog food, and I was just waiting in line.
Larry.
And so I was checking messages, and I came across the picture where they did the big confetti reveal that it's a boy, and all the family and friends are standing on the steps at my cousin Jency's house. And I just started kind of laughing and almost crying at the same time. You know, that kind of where you're so happy and excited. You ever had that happen?
Sounds like the Joker.
Exactly. And we're going to get to that in a minute too. But I wish I could have been there. That's the kind of family moments that I miss, being half a country away from my family in South Carolina. But I'm really excited that little Mac's coming to the world in April.
Congratulations.
April. We have a lot of April birthdays in my family. My birthday's April 13th. I would love that to happen. Leah's grandmother, my Aunt Velma, April 16th. So that'd be another great day to have the baby. So it'd be fun. Anyway, congratulations to Leah and Jace.
Congratulations, Leah and Jace. And
listen, for those of you, go ahead.
Oh.
I was gonna say, for those of you struggling with fertility, I mean, it took her a while. It's been her heart's desire and lots of heartaches and along the way, but you know, it can happen. Keep the faith.
And speaking of birthdays, happy birthday to my mother.
Yes.
Today is her birthday.
By the time you hear this, it would have been the other day.
Yeah.
October 27th.
October 27th is my mother's birthday. And she was telling us, and I knew this, kind of. She was telling us at dinner, but when she was born in 1943 in the Philippines. And during that time, it was World War II. Do you remember that, Ben?
I wasn't around.
Well, she was saying that the Japanese occupied the Philippines during that time, and there was a lot of chaos and commotion, if you can, I guess, imagine what that would be like. But she says she's not even sure if this is her actual birthday.
Really?
She thinks it's either the October the 27th or October the 29th, but she's not sure because she, of course, can't find an original birth certificate.
Right.
And her baptized name is different than her given name. She was telling us that at dinner
because her aunt got very confused and put the wrong name down or something.
Something like that. But she said
that's how chaotic times were during war, I guess.
Her baptized name was Maria. And
Maria Ophelia.
Yeah. And her real name, or her name, is Amelia. And
her name isn't Amelia Ophelia, is it?
No.
No. That's like that Bedelia book.
Oh yeah, the books. But anyway, I thought that was kind of interesting.
It is interesting.
Happy birthday to my mother.
Yeah, October 27th, which happens to be Simon Le Bon's birthday.
Oh, is it? I didn't know.
Yes, when I was in high school, I was all about Duran Duran. I knew everything there was to know about Simon Le Bon, including his birthday, October 27th.
I did not know
Scorpio.
that. That's a good little factoid there.
That is a little piece of useless trivia you can all take with you and put it in your pocket. You never know when you need to pull that out.
I think today is our friend Al Whitley's birthday, too. We're just scatter shooting about birthdays.
Really?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, well, happy birthday, Al Whitley.
My man.
I don't know that he's listening, but if he was, I would tell him happy birthday.
You're a nicer guy than Al Whitley.
Canadian.
Yeah, good eye.
That's what it is.
Good eye, mate. Yeah.
It's the Canadians.
Those Canadians are nice. Love our Canadians.
I know, right?
Canadians, New Zealanders, nicest people on the planet.
Yeah.
At least the ones I know are.
Right.
Yeah.
Got to make a trip to both, actually. I've still not been to Canada.
Oh, you know, Sam said that anytime we want to go to New Zealand, he's got the hookup.
Hookup for what?
A place to stay. He said
with him?
Yes. He said he will chauffeur us anywhere we want to go.
That's so sweet.
Yeah. So we've got a legit hookup.
Well, it's just a half a world away, isn't it?
He said it's not that expensive, though.
I'm not worried about the expense. I'm worried about
wow. Hold on. Let me get that.
No, it's not. It's the sitting on a plane.
Something.
It's the sitting on a plane for like a day. How many hours is that?
He said it takes him a day to get here.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It's like going from the Philippines.
Yeah, I was reading. I've had my reading glasses on and off, and I am drunk as a bat right now from that, and I haven't had any alcohol treats.
I have my readers on. I can't see crap.
Man, they were making me sick. I had to take them off, but I couldn't see certain things.
Well,
Anyway, I was trying to read some stuff. We got a lot to get to today. Alan and I, against my better judgment, I didn't want to go, but Alan really wanted to go see the Joker movie. It's just called Joker, not the Joker, right? It's just Joker.
I think it's just Joker.
We went to see Joker. We have our opinions on that, not knowing if they differ from anybody else's who've seen it, but we're going to tell you what we think. We're also going to talk a little bit about Halloween. This is, this weekend, all the adult Halloween parties have passed. You always do all those the weekend before Halloween. Like I said, Alan and I were not invited to a single one. And honey, that's my fault.
Yeah, it's well known you're a big poo-pooer of Halloween. I mean, I like to dress up, but you don't.
But you didn't get invited to any adult Halloween parties.
Well, who's going to invite me but not invite you?
Well, that's just part. I just am the plus one.
Or who's going to do that?
But who do you know that had a Halloween party?
People.
I know they have club parties and block parties, and like the gay part of town has a party. That's just a given. But I don't know of any of our personal friends that threw a Halloween party.
I don't either.
So I don't feel quite that bad about it.
I'm going to dress up on Halloween, though.
I know. What are you going to do?
I'll be one of my 2 go-tos, I'm sure.
Well, you're going to walk your little son around.
I can be Negan and walk him around.
Y'all.
He's going to be a ninja.
Dylan is 7, and he's going to be a ninja. He is so excited.
Is that the cutest ninja you've ever seen, or what?
He is convinced that when he is dressed as a ninja, he's invisible.
Yes. So
it is so adorable.
It's all black, this ninja costume he has, and he'll lie on the floor, kind of in this contorted position on the black and multicolor rug we have in the living room, and he'll be real still. And then Kelly and I are like, "Where'd Dylan go? I don't see him."
He's convinced
where did he go? He's invisible.
And he runs in this weird kind of bent over way with his arms behind him. There's a name for that. A name for the way he's running. I can't remember what it is.
It might be a Fortnite thing.
Yeah, he runs with he's bent over straight like he's going to, barrel into something head first with his arms behind him. And he runs around and then he'll zip into a corner and stand really straight and he thinks he's invisible. Or he'll crumple to the ground and he thinks he's invisible. It's so cute.
It's hilarious.
At what point does our imagination just leave us, where we're not doing that anymore? You know what I mean? There comes an age when you realize, oh, everybody can see me.
Oh yeah.
I'm running around like this. Why am I doing that? I'm suddenly embarrassed.
I still kind of wanted to be one of those windsock guys.
You still could.
Just thrash around.
I bet there's plenty of them available at Party City.
Yeah.
Probably on discount.
You're a funny bitch.
But it's a weird thing because our 11-year-old, he's decided, now we could have a last minute audible called. He does not want to trick or treat. He just wants to give out candy. Now, at first, we thought he'd at least do a lap to get some candy and then give out candy. But now, last check, doesn't want to trick or treat. My 13-year-old daughter now, big 13, she wants to trick or treat. And I was kind of surprised by that because I think this was about the age where I was too embarrassed to trick or treat.
What's Emma Kelly going to be? She's going to be Elmo?
She's going to be Elmo, and her friend Denim is going to be Cookie Monster.
Now,
they're into theme costumes.
I will give it up to Emma Kelly. She comes up with some pretty good stuff when it comes to Halloween costumes. Like last year, she was an avocado.
An avocado. But her stepmom, Dana, is the one that made it.
That was so funny.
Did a great
And then this year, she's got the big, woolly Elmo costume.
Well, thank God, because it's supposed to be freezing on Halloween night this year. Last year, Halloween, it poured rain. We thought it was going to be canceled. Last minute, it cleared up. It was cool and damp, but the kids were able to go. This year, it's supposed to be freezing on Halloween. So I hate that the ninja costume might have to wear a coat over it, but big old furry Elmo might be okay. She'll probably be sweating.
Yeah.
But before we I've got a bunch of stuff about Halloween that I found very interesting. So we're going to talk Joker review, Halloween, and we're also going to take some listener mail, everybody's favorite. But first, I'll tell you something that's my favorite is going furniture shopping and decorating. I love it, don't I, babe?
You do. We both do.
But I'll tell you,
I love it too.
But sometimes you have this picture in your mind of what you're looking for and you just can't find it. You're like, oh, if I could just build it myself or design it myself. Well, let me tell you, you can. You can create furniture that matches your own style, as fearless, as frivolous as it may be, with Joybird. Joybird has endless options to customize, so you don't have to settle for something that's just not quite you. Just something to fill a space. Those days are over thanks to Joybird. Now with fall, we're moving into that season where everything gets nice and cozy. There's no place better than to snuggle up with a good book in your very own home and a piece of furniture that you know you design. Do you want maybe one of those plush velvet and that rich forest green? You can get that with Joybird. No matter what, they've got 50 fabric and leather options, 3 shades of wood, over 250 unique silhouettes. You do the math because Joybird has a lot to choose from. If you're mid-century, modern, boho, even if you're not sure what you are,
boho chic,
check out Joybird's Instagram because they'll give you the daily dose of inspiration you need and what's trending in other homes. You might want to keep up with those trends. With Joybird, you need a love seat in the hottest red. You need a rich buttery leather. You need an ottoman that's just got to fill the space that you've been dreaming for. Joybird, they offer a range of kid and pet-friendly upholstery options too, so your creations can stand the test of time.
And create furniture that matches your own fearless style at joybird.com/883. See how Joybird can help you make your dream space a reality today at joybird.com/883. Once again, go to joybird.com/883 and receive an exclusive offer for 25% off your first order by using the code 883.
And real quick, I forgot to mention you have a 365-day home trial. So you can try it in your home, make sure you love it. If you don't, you can return it. And they have free returns within 2 weeks of delivery at Joybird. Just a couple of very important facts I want to make sure you get.
Love Joybird.
All right, so let's talk Halloween.
Just the facts, man.
Just the facts.
I thought we were going to talk about the Joker first.
Oh, the Joker. That's right. Sorry. Here's Joker.
This is why I usually do the lineup. Because you're easily confused.
I am. I feel drunk from my glasses.
Oh, I'm sorry.
My readers made me feel dizzy as a bat, which is sort of like Halloween, or sort of like Batman, which is the nemesis of Joker. Here you go.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I wanted to see this. Kelly didn't. I mean, you tried to throw me off. You said, "Well, I if you want to look it up, I guess I'll go." But once you see what else is out there,
right? Because I wasn't really thrilled about seeing it.
Yeah, and I looked, and there wasn't anything else out there.
There's other things out there you just didn't want to see.
Name one other movie that's out now.
I can't right now.
Exactly, because Joker's the only movie that's out.
Give me a minute, and I'll think of one.
Okay.
Later, I don't feel like right now.
Okay. So
that one, the countdown, where you find out when you're gonna die, and then you die. There you go. There's one.
Okay. Well, I bought 2 tickets to the I don't know, it was about a 7:00 show at one of those places where we sit down and eat and drink.
Yeah. And it was Friday night and they had 25% off bottles of wine.
So what did we do?
Got a bottle of wine.
Yeah, we did.
Because I told Alan, if we each have 2 glasses, that's 4 glasses and that's a bottle. So what a deal. And they had cupcake Pinot Noir. And I'll tell you, cupcake's not bad for a wine you drink at home. I like cupcake. So I said, let's go with that, honey.
Yeah. Yeah. So we threw down a little cupcake wine.
Pinot Noir.
Which, alcohol is a depressant. And that kind of slows things down and kind of makes you even more chill than you already were. And then we fire up this movie called The Joker. Man.
It's heavy.
Let me tell you something. Heavy.
From the word go.
The only other
moment it starts.
I thought about this a little bit and what we were going to talk about tonight. The only other movie I can just sort of relate this to, there was a movie with Russell Crowe in it called A Beautiful Mind. Did you ever see that?
Yeah, that was sad.
That was one of my favorite movies.
But you know what? That helped me get off antidepressants.
Yeah, that's also about mental illness. And,
that was the movie that helped me kick it.
But this one was much, much darker. A Beautiful Mind was more about his kind of struggles with the dual personality and seeing things and all that kind of stuff and his life. And he was a genius, right? But this one was dark.
It was sad. And it's, mental illness is a real problem. And I think it's getting worse and worse in this country for whatever reason. What is the reason? Have we always been a mentally ill society and we're just highlighting it more now? Are we, what's happening in our country? Is it our diet? Is it the things we're exposed to? Is it physical abuse, which leads to brain injuries, which may cause some people to become villains? But this movie is very, very dark, and you got to be in the right mindset to see it, in my opinion. And the thing about it is you feel so sorry for Joker. At least I did. I felt sorry for him. I felt like, well, none of this is his fault. None of it's his fault. And now he's a victim of his circumstances. And it's not necessarily that you're, I guess the word rooting for him isn't really the word, but you just wish things were different. It didn't have to be that way, you know?
It didn't have to be that way.
It's very, very, very sad. And, you know, Joaquin Phoenix is incredible. The way he dedicates himself to this part.
Oh my gosh.
It's amazing.
And the way the movie was shot, which I think they call that cinematography.
It was beautiful cinematography.
Beautiful movie. The music was, I mean, just kept you like on the edge the whole time. The acting was incredible.
Well, I'll be honest. I thought Robert De Niro kind of wasn't great. I thought he wasn't great.
It was a big statement there.
I'll say it. I thought he was just, I didn't think Robert De Niro was that great.
Well, he had he was a bit player, but I mean, it was Joaquin Phoenix's movie.
It was his movie. It's just, I don't know. I mean, go see it if you, I was just sad. I was sad the whole movie.
Sad.
I just kept looking at Alan and shaking my head like, what? Why? Why is this happening? It doesn't have to be that way.
I'll tell you too, like, we've talked about it on other podcasts. I've had my own kind of internal things going on at times, and some of the things he said in the movie
you could relate to.
Well, yeah, I guess a little bit, but I wrote down a couple of the quotes from the movie that really hit me, and I'm like, wow, that kind of hit close to home when I heard them. Here's one. There's a scene where he's talking to a social worker. Remember that?
Heartbreaking.
And he says,
heartbreaking.
And this is spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the movie yet and you want everything to be a surprise, then
you need to hit the little forward button on your podcast for a minute.
Yeah, for about a minute or two.
So hit it 2 or 3 times.
But he's talking to the social worker, and he says, you don't listen, do you? I don't think you ever really listen to me. You ask me the same questions every week. How's your job? Are you having any negative thoughts? All I have are negative thoughts, but you don't listen. Anyway, I said for my whole life, I didn't know if I even really existed, but I do, and people are starting to notice. You don't listen. All I have are negative thoughts. That was like pretty powerful. Here's another one. He's still talking to the social worker. He says, and the Joker's name was Arthur Fleck. Arthur says, I was wondering if you could ask the doctor to increase my medication. The social worker says, Arthur, you're on 7 different medications. Surely they must be doing something. And Arthur says, I just don't want to feel bad anymore.
Yeah.
That's tough. But here's the line that when he said it, I just like, my throat got tight. He says, the worst part of having a mental illness is people expect you to behave as if you don't.
Yeah.
That's tough. So if you've ever struggled with that kind of thing, obviously not to the extent of this character in this movie, because he was a nut. I mean, a nut. But if you've ever had your own internal struggles, probably some of those words but
then it wasn't his fault,
No, he was.
He was a victim.
He was abused. He had
don't tell everything. We don't want to ruin it.
Head injury as a kid. But if you've seen any of the other Batman movies,
all this.
If you saw The Dark Knight with Heath Ledger.
I saw parts of it.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
The Joker was a messed up dude.
Well, what happened to just being like the happy little Batman TV show where the Joker was just this funny little clown? They kind of kept sticking it to Batman and everything was just kind of fun and fantasy. Yeah. Now it's just so dark and heavy. I don't know. But you do get to see how the Joker and Batman first connect, what brings them together, and the history there. That was a little interesting. But would I recommend seeing it?
It depends.
Maybe.
It depends on your stomach for sadness and heavy movies.
If you are a naturally depressed person and you're going through,
I wouldn't go see it.
I wouldn't go see it.
Yeah, I wouldn't go see it.
No.
But if you want to see a well done movie that deals with a powerful subject, something that a lot of people deal with, then yeah, go see it. I mean, I'd give it 2 thumbs up. It was a great movie.
It was a great movie.
But just know,
sad.
Just know it is really, really tough.
And you leave feeling
heavy.
heavy. I don't like feeling like that. I want a happy ending. I want everything tied up in a nice little bow at the end of my movies. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. But I saw it. I'm glad I went to see it with you, honey. I wouldn't have seen it with anybody else.
Well, good.
And was it a good movie to see for Halloween since it's all dark and heavy stuff? That Countdown movie, that's a scary one. My daughter's friend went to see it, and I was like, I don't know. It's so funny. She was trying to argue with her. Emma Kelly was arguing with her dad about going to see Joker. She wanted him to take her to see Joker. He said, no, I'm not going to take you to see that. It's too heavy. And she said, you took me to see it. I was like, good argument, Emma Kelly, because it's pretty scary stuff. But he says no, he won't take her to see Joker. But I think he took her to see the Countdown movie, which is where if you knew how much longer you had to live down to the second, would you want to know?
No.
Would you live your life differently? And of course, just based on the previews of this movie, everybody that knows when they're going to die, it's a very horribly violent, ugly death. Nobody counts down to just, I go to sleep at 82 and I don't wake up. Nobody happens to have that, or it wouldn't be in the movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, that's
like if somebody said, dude, you've got 30 years, I'd say, oh, okay. Well, I'm probably just going to die of old age.
Right.
But if someone said, you've got 4.5 years, like, whoa, okay. Well, what happens in 4.5 years? Does a car hit me? Or
well, you don't know, but you better get busy living and doing those, going to Canada.
Get busy living.
Letting Sam treat us to New Zealand.
Get busy dying.
On Sam's dime. Actually, we could spend all our money because we only got 4.5 years. But what if you only had like a countdown? It's like 1 week. Okay, let's see if it was like 10 days, 17 hours, 32 minutes, and 16 seconds. That's a little specific.
How long?
I'm just saying the countdown clock. That's the movie. It counted down to the very second. All right, that sounds like scary Halloween stuff, doesn't it? Well, let's talk a little bit about Halloween. But before we do, tell you something Alan and I love using, and we're so happy to have them as a sponsor of the podcast, Zazzle.
Love Zazzle, yeah.
Tell them about how you've used Zazzle, honey.
Oh,
we've had print stuff.
Yeah, we've had Mike flags with the A Sandwich and Some Lovin' logo put on them. We had some Emma Kelly and Me stickers.
Do we do the logo t-shirts from there too?
Logo t-shirts.
I'm telling you, with Zazzle,
they did a good job.
They can customize pretty much anything and everything. Like Alan said, we have a logo now for Emma Kelly and Me. We also have a logo for A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. We have those things personalized on stationery, on mic flags, on t-shirts, hats at Zazzle.com, Zazzle. It's the only place you need to go to customize anything. So you don't have to search forever to find a unique design. Go to Zazzle.com. You can choose from hundreds of products, customize, boom, you're done. You can use Zazzle for maybe you're planning a wedding. Everything from save the dates to invitations to day of details. If you're planning a huge party, we've got the holidays. Here we are. It's party planning season. You can have the invitations, the banners, all kinds of decorations personalized, especially with gift giving, with the holidays coming up. Customize gifts for everybody on your list. You can either even customize designs with popular brands like from Disney, Frozen 2, Harry Potter, Sesame Street that you won't be able to find in any other store. The Today Show, Good Morning America, and most importantly, A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. We love Zazzle, and we know you will too.
So visit Zazzle. Visit Zazzle.com/Lovin' now to start creating and receive 20% off site-wide now through December 31st.
Wow.
20% off site-wide now through December 31st. Go to Zazzle.com/Lovin'. Get 20% off site-wide. That's Zazzle.com/Lovin'.
And it's Lovin. There's no G. Lovin'.
You know, that's a great offer because there is all kinds of stuff out there you can creatively make for Christmas gifts or for the holidays.
Mugs, calendars, stationery.
Thanksgiving, yeah.
The holiday cards. You need greeting cards for the family. We need to use our own 20% discount with /Lovin'.
Yeah. All
right.
They do a good job.
Here's why we celebrate Halloween with orange and black. Have you ever thought about why do we use orange and black? I don't know. So this is just like random trivia stuff. Orange is a symbol of strength and endurance. Did you know that?
I did not.
Is that why certain colleges use orange as their chosen color?
I don't know.
Because orange,
That was my high school color.
strength and endurance. Endurance. It also stands for the harvest and autumn, which is, around Halloween. Black is the symbol of death and darkness,
Mm-hmm.
and acts as a reminder that Halloween once was a festival that marked the boundaries between life and death. So there you go. One little piece of interesting Halloween trivia. Now, the Halloween costume you choose does reveal some things about your personality, Alan.
What's that?
People who choose celebrities for their costumes, you're trying to appear hip and up to date by expressing your knowledge of pop culture, trends, and current events. People who prefer scary characters for their costumes, like monsters, zombies, vampires, you're demonstrating your fascination and emotional conflict with horror, violence, and death. Those who want to portray themselves as a notorious person, like a serial killer, you're attempting to express your own dark side without feeling guilty.
Whoa, wait. So is Negan a serial killer? I guess he would be considered a serial
But
killer.
he's also a pop culture reference.
Oh.
So I'm
So
thinking
what does that
like
mean?
maybe
What does that mean about me?
maybe
What does
if
that
you're
mean to
more
me?
like a real life serial killer, like if you went as Ted Bundy or something. But what about, it's also an excuse to be a slutty anything. You could be a slutty serial killer. You could be a slutty anything and get away with it, right? That one time a year. That's always so funny. It's the conservative ones that go absolutely freaking crazy on Halloween.
What do they do?
They wear the sluttiest stuff they can wear and get away with because they have an excuse.
Like what?
But it's my costume.
Like what do they wear?
I just told you.
No, you didn't.
Like a slutty serial killer, a slutty teacher, a slutty angel.
Be specific.
God.
What do you mean slutty? I don't
Like
understand.
as sexy as you can be, but like kind of gross. Like too much skin. All right. Remember when Halloween was all about the kids and the kids only? That's not the case anymore. Today, it's rare to find an adult who doesn't dress up for the holiday. Well, I am a rarity. I do when I'm trying to be a good sport for my husband. But 13% of American adults even say Halloween is their favorite holiday. 13%. Now, I know Christmas is the one you still spend the most money on, followed by Halloween as far as decorations and stuff. Would you say Halloween is your favorite holiday?
No.
Still Christmas?
Probably Thanksgiving.
Really?
I like Thanksgiving. Yeah, I like Thanksgiving.
Why?
Christmas is
A lot of pressure.
Well, it's a lot of pressure. It's become really commercial. It's just, I don't know. Thanksgiving seems more like it's about family and eating and watching the Cowboys.
Well, have we screwed up your Thanksgiving this year?
No.
Because we're taking the kids to Disney World for Thanksgiving this year.
That's a special kind of, to me, that's a once in a lifetime thing.
And I think we're eating Thanksgiving Day at an Italian restaurant.
Nothing wrong with that.
But they might have Italian turkey on the menu. We'll have to, maybe they'll have turkey lasagna. We'll see. Research reveals adults are drawn to Halloween because it is low stress, meaning it doesn't involve traveling or relatives.
Mm-hmm.
And you get to dress slutty.
Yeah.
Try getting one of your friends to do this on Halloween. According to tradition, if a person wears his or her clothes inside out and then walks backwards on Halloween, he or she will see a witch at midnight.
Who came up with that?
That is according to tradition.
What tradition? I've never heard this.
Well, just because you never heard it doesn't mean it's not true. I'm just telling you. So wear your clothes inside out, walk backwards, and you should see a witch at midnight.
Okay.
That's like getting a piece of wedding cake and sleeping with it under your pillow. You're supposed to see your future bride or groom.
No, you're just making stuff up.
No, that's true. You're supposed to. That's just it's like an old wives' tale. Just because you haven't heard it doesn't mean other people haven't heard it.
Yeah, I don't know about the whole inside out clothes and walking backwards. My boys do that all the time, as
Well,
it is.
Ask them. We'll tell them to do it on Halloween.
They've never seen a witch.
Have you ever done the Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary in the mirror in a dark bathroom to see if you see Bloody Mary?
No, but I doubt if I did that, I'd see it.
Well, you have to believe. You have to believe because it's like a demon, right? Did you do that stuff when you were kids?
No, it's a bunch of crap.
Did you try to do light as a feather, stiff as a board?
No.
It's where you put your finger under somebody and you can all lift them up with your fingertips. We always heard that it happened and we just didn't believe hard enough. But somebody in your group always swears that they were able to do it.
I don't consider myself like really, really superstitious.
That's not superstition. That is messing with the devil.
Oh, the devil. We're going to blame it on the devil now.
Yeah, if you're seeing Bloody Mary in the mirror in the bathroom, and if you're levitating people with your fingertips, that's the devil. That's
it's magic. It sounds like it's
magic.
It's
an introduction into Satanism.
Let's throw the magicians under the bus, too.
This is probably the oddest Halloween costume trend of the year. Internet celebrity and YouTuber DJ Marshmallow's mask. Okay, this is what JC's son, or JC from the Kid Credit Morning Show, his son wants to be the DJ Marshmallow. It's just a big marshmallow head.
Oh, yeah, right.
That's the big new costume for this year. It has LED lights inside if you get one of the fancier ones. Why is it so popular? They say it might be because it's one of the newest costumes appearing for the first time just a few months ago. But I know why. It's because it was he's like the DJ on Fortnite. Didn't he have like his own little Fortnite concert and everything?
Yeah, I think so.
So that's why.
Plus, it's an easy costume.
It's literally a marshmallow
just a head.
Yeah. So that's happening there. I had some other Halloween stuff.
What if people would go around and be DJ Mike Morse?
You could.
It'd be a good bit.
You could. If you can walk through a graveyard on Halloween, do it. You'll come out the other side a nicer person. A recent study found walking through a graveyard made people 40% more likely to help a stranger than walking down an ordinary block. That is BS. What researcher? This is from the Personality and Social Psychology Review. That is BS. You're telling me that if you walk through a graveyard, you are 40% more likely to help somebody. Why?
I'm with you on that. That's BS.
Are they just standing there with a clipboard and a questionnaire? Are they following people after they leave a graveyard, unbeknownst to them, to watch if they help people? That's bullshit.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Whoa.
I'm saying it on the Sandwich and Some Lovin podcast. Tell your friends and family you heard Kelly Raspberry cuss.
Easy.
Well, that's just stupid.
We have children listeners.
I'm sorry.
Please. Show a higher level of decorum.
Do we have a lot of children listeners?
No, we have a few, I think.
Okay. I probably shouldn't
Melissa's
say that.
daughter listens.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry for that. I'll have to put a parental advisory warning on this one.
And you're being lewd.
I wasn't being lewd. Halloween trick-or-treating became a big thing in the U.S. in the 1950s because of candy companies. You know how they say that Hallmark created the Valentine cards just because it was a money-making thing? They're saying the same thing happened with candy companies. They already convinced consumers they needed candy on Christmas and Easter, and these candy companies were looking for an equally lucrative opportunity to market candy in the fall. So they latched on to trick-or-treating. Manufacturers downsized candies into smaller bite-sized packages and began marketing them as treats for Halloween. As a result, candy companies have made billions of dollars selling Halloween candy.
God, you wonder how much the companies have to do with some of these kind of fringe holidays like Halloween, Valentine's Day, and St. Patty's Day. I mean, come on. It's kind of an excuse to sell candy and green beer, isn't it?
Yeah.
And if you're Irish and you have a problem with that, email me at podcast@kellyanallen.com.
Well, I spit in a cup and I found out I'm Irish.
Good night, mate.
And you offended me.
Are you offended? Is that offensive?
I ate green dyed popcorn one year on St. Patrick's Day and I peed green. That dye goes through you.
You ate green popcorn.
Actually,
and then
it kind of came out blue.
Green?
Well, yeah, it was green. I seem to remember it was green.
That's gross, babe.
Because it's the dye.
Why didn't you poop green?
Because I never poop.
Yeah, true that.
All right, we have some listener mail to get to, and I want to transition.
Hold on.
What?
I've got an October thing.
Oh, you do? Because I wanted to transition to our letter from our listener that's involving Halloween as well. But go ahead and finish your stuff.
We can do that in a second. This is just interesting stuff.
Okay.
Just a tidbit of interesting stuff. Best October buys. According to retail industry experts, here are 6 things you should buy in October in order to get the best deals of the year?
Alan's so sweet.
Number
That
one.
just goes to prove he didn't go back to listen to the show I did all by myself when Alan had a family emergency.
Number one.
Because I already did this.
Cookware. Number two.
Plow through.
Just fight through it. Appliances. I bet you didn't do it like me. Number three.
No, I expounded.
Patio furniture.
Mm-hmm.
Number four. Jeans.
Oh, you skipped over one.
Number five. Broadway shows. And then number six. RVs.
Yeah.
You can get the best RV deals of the year in the month of October. We're going to put this place up for sale. We're going to cash out now, babe. We're going to go get a Newmar King Air, fully loaded, decorated inside by the Amish, hand stained, and I'm going to pilot that thing around the 50 states in the U.S., all the provinces of Canada. We may even take it down to Mexico.
You're giving my Aunt Velma a heart attack right now.
Why is that Velma going to have a heart attack?
She is convinced you're serious.
I am serious.
And she's very upset.
Why is she upset?
Because she does not want her favorite niece living in an RV.
Well, I tell you what, the last person I want to make upset on this planet Earth, well, the two people, my mother and Aunt Velma. Yeah, I don't want to make Aunt Velma.
Aunt Velma was very upset.
Was she disturbed?
Yes.
Why?
Obviously, there's a couple of things going on here. Alan never listened to the episode hosted just by
me.
I
did. I just didn't listen to the whole thing. I did. I probably would check. I need to check my iTunes right now and look at my podcast app, and you'll see the bar goes about halfway.
Halfway.
Yeah, halfway.
I'm gonna go see.
And then I pull the ripcord. I'm like, I'm out. Jump out the airplane.
Because you were so bored?
No, I'm kidding. No, babe, I just ran out of time. I didn't get back to it.
Okay. Well, I did that list. But yes, and you also don't check your Facebook postings when you go to the RV parks to look at the vehicles because Aunt Velma leaves messages. Please don't do that. Please tell me. Oh, you're going to make me sick.
Why is Aunt Velma so whipped by this?
She does not want me living in a house on wheels.
Hey, this is going to be when you and I are in our 70s.
That's what I tried to tell her. Aunt Velma, if this happens, this will be so far in the future.
I'm going to have a long gray beard.
I am not giving up my house to live in a toilet on wheels. That's what I told her.
Not a toilet on wheels.
There is a toilet on wheels.
Babe, that RV that I want costs more than this house.
That is true. And we're not getting an RV that costs more than this house.
Not much more.
So anyway, it's okay, Aunt Velma.
Well, okay. And what you didn't do when you did this article.
How do you know what I didn't do? You didn't listen.
Well, good point. But what I will say is that there's some good October buys at ekandme.com too.
Oh, you didn't say that. No, I didn't say that.
I know you didn't. That's why you need a marketing guy.
Well, don't go today to ekandme.com unless you really want a purse, because that's all that we have right now. We sold out of everything else. We've got more stuff coming.
You need a marketing thug in your life.
More stuff coming.
Okay. You wanted to read?
Yeah, there was a letter we got from a listener.
A letter?
Very specifically about Halloween. And Alan promised me he would find it because do you have it?
I do.
It's going to be the last one you get to.
Oh, I'm sure it probably will be. You got a big stack of them here.
Yeah. Let's just let Alan know.
On the Ascendance
I told you that I wanted to transition into the Halloween letter.
So and here we go. I got it right here in front of me.
To be on top.
Got it right here in front of me. Here is a letter
It was next to last.
Shayla. Spelled Sheila.
It's spelled Sheila,
but pronounced Shayla. Like Brett Favre is Favre, but it's Favre. It's Favre, but it's Favre.
Gotcha.
So you can make up anything you want.
You can.
Spell my name Allen and call me a-hole. All right. Hi, Kelly and Alan. In parentheses. I have a question that I thought maybe you would consider discussion on air, or maybe the podcast. Although I would understand if you didn't, since it can be somewhat controversial.
Ooh, we like that.
At least among church-going people.
Well, let's be honest. We are backsliding right now.
Mm-hmm. I know you attend church. Mm-hmm.
Well,
mm-hmm.
We need to get our butts back in the pews.
And your father is a pastor. Okay, that's not quite true.
My father was the head deacon. My brother is a pastor.
Brother Ryan is a pastor. So with that, what are your feelings towards Halloween? My mother never really let me dress up when I was younger and said it was the devil's holiday.
Yeah.
All those little kids going around getting candy. Satan made them do it, babe.
Read her letter verbatim and don't add to it.
Now, she doesn't want me to let my daughter trick or treat either. Do you let Emma Kelly dress up and celebrate? Does your father have an opinion on it? I have been listening to you since I was a little girl, so I look up to you, and I would love your opinion on it. Thanks, Shayla.
Okay, my opinion on it is I love Halloween, and I want kids to enjoy that holiday, and I feel really bad for kids who aren't allowed to participate for religious reasons. But who am I to say, I get it, but as a parent, you are in the control now. You can't let your mother dictate what you do for your children. Now, you're probably going to get an earful for it, but you are the mother and you get to call the shots. And if you want your children to celebrate the joys of Halloween, that's great. You don't have to do demon Halloween celebrations and things like that. When I was growing up, I went to Florence Christian School. And I'll tell you about Florence Christian School. They had a haunted house that was the scariest haunted house. They used it as a fundraiser for the senior trip every year. And the year before, my class was old enough to participate, because you had to, I think, be 9th grade in order to participate in the haunted house. It was scary too. I mean, they did the zombies and, people getting sawed into, lots of blood and gore and gross stuff. Suddenly, the preacher realized that this was all satanic and, a bad message, and we shouldn't be promoting these things. So they started making us have a fall carnival. Boring. So you know what? But
With clowns?
No, we had to set up our own booze, and we have
booths
where you'd have the kids would do the fishing line over the wall, and you'd clip something to it, and they'd all catch. It was boring.
That's lame.
Boring. But they said we couldn't be promoting the demonic side of the holiday. But I get that part. But the majority of children aren't wanting to run around like little demons. They want to dress up like Spider-Man and princesses. And I don't see anything wrong with that. Churches now have the trunk or treat because people are afraid to go door to door anymore. And the kids, these are churches that are throwing them where the kids get all dressed up. So I'm all for it. All for it. My brother, now we grew up trick-or-treating and also grew up where Santa Claus came to visit our house. My brother, when he became a parent, decided not to do those things. His children did dress up for Halloween, but they didn't do the traditional trick-or-treating. They would go to the trunk-or-treats and things like that. And Santa Claus didn't always stop by the house. Aunt Kelly tried to get Santa Claus to stop by a time or two, but that didn't work out. So anyway, but you're the parent. You have to listen to your parents. You respect your elders. But when it comes to decisions for your children, you make them. What do you think, babe?
I'm fine with little kids going around asking for candy, dressed up as ninjas. It's fine. I don't have a big problem with it.
The kids aren't worshiping Satan at that age. They're all into the make-believe.
Little kids
and the
don't
pretend.
know what any of that is. They just want to put on their costumes and get candy.
Yeah, and to deny them that, that's sad.
Well, okay, but to your point and what you said, I would never tell somebody what you believe is a bunch of crap.
Right.
I'm never going to say that. I'm never going to, because what you believe is what you believe, and that's great. But
you feel bad for the little kids.
Yeah, for me, I mean, the kids just want to go out and get some candy, and that's what it is. It's a fun night for the kids to dress up and get candy.
Now, don't let them wear their clothes inside out and walk backwards, because they'll see a witch at midnight.
Right.
And that is bad.
So that's that.
But Shayla, that's my opinion. And just, you know what? It's once a year. Your mother's going to run her mouth and make you miserable for a couple weeks, and then it's over. Okay?
All right. Here's another one and we're going to give Mr. Gunner here a big shout out. This is our friend Gunner from Amarillo. He says, "Hello, Alan and Kelly. I just want to start out by saying I love listening to you guys every week. I've listened to every podcast at least twice."
Whoa, Gunner.
This is your very, very best customer.
Are you
right
critiquing?
Here.
I bet Gunner listened to the entire podcast I did by myself.
I'm a letter carrier in Armadillo, Texas, and also a Marine veteran, so I have lots of time to listen to the podcast and the show during my workday. Anyways, the reason I'm writing to y'all is because I wanted to send Alan a little something, and hopefully it will arrive soon. I'm a huge fan of your personality and lewdness.
Oh, great. Encourage him.
Thank you, Gunner. Thank you,
Gunner.
Thank you, Gunner. It makes my day every time. Sorry, Kelly, I didn't send you anything, although I'm sure.
Well, maybe you'll send me something now that I've cussed.
Kelly,
apparently Gunner's into that.
The thing you got to know about Kelly is she gets 50-1 the gifts and the swag that I get. So this is rare footage right here.
I do get a lot of stuff.
She does. Sorry, Kelly, I didn't send you anything. I'm sure it might be enjoyed by you both. I would have written a letter, but my penmanship is terrible. That's okay, Gunner. Anyways, I hope you enjoy what I sent, and don't give up on our Cowboys. With much love, Gunner. What Gunner sent me?
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Kelly opens this thing up. She goes, "You want me to open this package?"
Here, I got it.
And I said,
my mic.
And I said, "Yeah, sure. Open that sucker up." So she opens this box and pulls out an authentic Dallas Cowboys jersey with the name Witten on the back of this thing, and in silver Sharpie, signed by the man himself,
Big Wit,
future Hall of Famer, number 82, Jason Witten. It came with a certificate of authenticity.
Big Wit.
From the COO of the Dallas Cowboys. Unbelievable
nice.
Generosity, Gunner. You did not have to do that, my man.
Gunner, we love it. And we're talking about getting it framed where?
Framebridge.
Framebridge, who is a sponsor of the podcast, not today's episode, but that's so precious. We're going to send it off to Framebridge and get that framed.
And Gunner, a couple of podcasts ago, when we were joking about, hey, send us stuff because we like it. You went above and beyond, dude. So thank you so much. I can't tell you how nice that is. I'm going to frame it and I want to take a picture and I'm going to send it to you. Okay. So thanks a lot. That's really, really, really cool.
What do Marines do? Is that hoo-ah? Is that what the Marines do?
Well, I'm not a Marine.
Hoo-ah.
So I'm not going to do
Is that right?
Something like that.
I don't think it's offensive.
Hoorah.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
And for the Witten jersey. Okay,
this one is from, better not read the name. We'll see. Hi, Kelly and Alan. Oh, please don't use my name.
You should highlight that in yellow.
I'm a longtime listener to the podcast and the radio show. Your podcast has gotten me through some rough times in my life recently. My husband and I am 30, he is 35, have been married 10 years. 2 wonderful kids, 5 and 3. Overall, good life. Here's my problem. He's gained a lot of weight. Yeah. He finally asked me tonight if I didn't find him attractive anymore because I never want to do laundry.
Laundry's code.
I hate to say it, but I really don't find him attractive anymore. We recently bought a treadmill, which he was using for a while, but has stopped now. I cook healthy meals at home, but he snacks after dinner and ends up eating a lot. I don't want to hurt his feelings by telling him I'm not attracted to him anymore, but I don't know what else to do. He refuses to think that he might be depressed, and that's why he eats so much. Please help me know what to say to him without hurting his manhood.
Well, honey, that's, it's probably something you need to say. Now, when I was at my heaviest, I was really heavy, and I don't know what you could have said to me that wouldn't have hurt, but also knowing that it was coming from a place of love, that's how it hurts your feelings, but then you're like, well, they mean the best. Because my issue was I used to complain about my weight, but I wasn't doing anything about it. And so a previous relationship, he's like, either stop talking about it or do something about it. And that was kind of like a wake-up call for me. I didn't necessarily do anything about it, but I quit complaining about it so much. But what do you think, honey, as a man? If there was something about you, weight or otherwise, let's just say I don't like the way, I don't know, you don't bathe enough. That's not true. He bathes. But you don't bathe enough or something. How could I approach you delicately? Or if it was a weight issue and not hurt you?
Gosh, this is a tough one. If I were in that position and I was the man, and all of a sudden, well, I don't know if it's all of a sudden, but my significant other just didn't want to have anything to do with me anymore, and it was because of personal appearance, that would really, really hurt my feelings.
But it's one thing. Okay, here's the thing about people say it shouldn't matter if you gain weight or not. Okay. If somebody gains a great amount of weight, their personality is affected a great deal. They are not the same person energy-wise, mood-wise. They are more down on themselves or more negative, and it affects everything. So it's not just about carrying an extra 10 or 15 pounds. That's play weight. You just can't zip your clothes. You wish you could fit better. But when you're gaining an excessive amount of weight, that's not really the same person. You do love them for better, for worse, and you should love them no matter what, but you can't say that's still the same person. Am I saying that right? Their personality is affected. Their energy is affected. What they want to do with you is affected.
Okay, so she'd be okay with someone skinny and depressed, but not overweight and okay.
She didn't say that. You're putting words in her mouth.
Oh.
You're putting words in her mouth.
Well, no, I'm just throwing that out there. Because she says he refuses to think he might be depressed, and that's why he eats so much. So would she be okay if he was just depressed but he was skinny?
Why are you putting those words in her mouth? She's saying she believes he's
because the issue here is the issue she said right up front was he's gained a lot of weight.
Yeah. And maybe that's associated with the depression, right? Usually if you're in good shape and you're exercising and feeling good, it usually goes hand in hand with, being in a better mood, right?
Yeah, I don't know, babe. I don't know if I buy that. I mean, not everybody who's overweight is depressed.
No, it's not. But in this case, it might be. Well, we don't know them. We're just going by what we have in that letter.
Exactly. That's why I say, would she be okay if he was skinny and depressed?
Well, it doesn't sound like that's the case.
She's not here. There's not enough information here. This boils down to when you're having a problem with your spouse and it's something that's tough like this. You're going to love him through it. You're going to love him through when the times aren't like perfect. He's not like the skinny guy that you married, but now,
But what do you say to
you're going to totally blow him off doing laundry because he's heavy now.
She's not attracted to him physically, which affects their sex life.
I don't know.
Man, I didn't know Alan was going to take it this seriously, but apparently he's very affected by this letter.
Well, how much fun would this be if I just agreed with everything you said?
I'm not saying that you should agree with me, but you just seem to be taking it very personally.
Well, no, I'm not saying. I'm just sticking up for the guy. You asked me, as a man, what would you? So I'm giving you my answer.
I'm saying, as a man, how could she approach it? You're saying don't approach it?
Well, I think she needs to approach it more holistically, other than you're fat. So let's do something about you being fat.
But she says she cooks healthy for him, but he keeps eating after that.
Well, then let's then why? What's the crux of the issue with the eating?
She thinks he's depressed.
Well, then let's talk about the depression.
Right.
Okay, but let's not talk about the poor guy gaining weight and desert him in the bedroom because he's fat. I just don't like this. I don't like the sound of this letter. I don't.
I don't think she's coming across cruel. She's just trying to be honest.
Yeah.
And I think if you flip the reverse, there would be a lot of women who would be mad if a man wrote this same letter, right? Wouldn't there be a lot of women mad if that was a man writing?
Probably.
Right. If a man was writing that letter saying, my wife's gotten really overweight and I don't want to have sex with her anymore, there would be a lot of very angry women.
So it's okay that I'm kind of sticking up for this guy.
I'm not mad at you. I'm just saying I didn't expect you to get that upset. Usually women get that upset. But I'm just saying there's got to be a loving way to say to your husband, honey, I'm concerned about your health. Or I want you to, how much weight has he gained? Are you talking 20 pounds? Are you talking 70? I mean, I don't know. It's one thing that you just can't get your jeans zipped. It's another thing when you can't, you know what I mean? When you're really overweight.
Yeah.
There has to be a loving conversation they can have about it. I'd like to work with you. I know you've gained weight and I know you're not really happy about it. Is there anything I can do to help you? I'm trying to cook healthy meals for you. Do you want to start maybe going for walks together at night after dinner? So that way, it would keep him from going to the kitchen and eating more. Maybe after dinner at night, we clean the dishes later. We just go for a walk. Maybe something like that.
I guess I can't ever imagine you saying something like that.
If you gained...
I used to weigh 30 more pounds than I weigh now. What if I gained 50 pounds?
Well,
what if I was 20 heavier than I was a year ago?
There has to be a point, if you gain so much weight, where I would have to say something.
What would you say?
I would say, honey, I'm really concerned about you.
Why? I like to eat.
Because, it's starting to affect your health.
But I like to eat.
I know you do, honey, but you're snoring, you sleep apnea, and blah, blah, blah. There'd be a way to get around it.
I can't see my junk, but I'm happy.
You're saying you'd be happy 70 pounds heavier. All you do is complain about now how you can't believe you used to be 30 pounds heavier. I love that you're trying to play devil's advocate.
I'm not trying to play devil's advocate.
I didn't say anything to you about your weight gain because who was gaining weight with you? Kelly Raspberry Evans. We both gained happy weight. But if you had suddenly, if like within a year you gained 50 pounds, I'd be like, okay, something's going on. It's one thing if you gain like 3 or 4 pounds here and that creeps up to 10 and that creeps, but like if you had a sudden massive weight gain, of course I'd have to say something to you. I'd have to. Honey, I'm worried about you. You gained a lot of weight recently. Is there something going on? Is there a way I can help you? Because there's obviously something going on.
Would you still be attracted to me?
Honey, I love you.
Well, that's not what I asked. I didn't ask if you loved me. I asked, would you still be attracted?
I would be attracted to your heart. Would I be attracted to your body? I don't know.
I can't be big sexy? Big poppy?
Sure.
Rub the booty.
Some people can.
Rub the booty belly?
Some people can be exorbitantly overweight and still have a sex appeal.
Yeah, like me.
I haven't seen you exorbitantly overweight. I've seen you 30 pounds heavier.
For me, that's exorbitantly overweight.
I still wanted a piece of that.
What? What did you just say?
Whatever, honey.
What does that even mean?
I don't think we've helped this
listener. What does that even mean?
At all.
What, a piece of that?
Yeah, a piece of you, honey.
Babe, you've got to change your voice when you say things like that.
Why?
Because you can be taken out of context.
What? I wanted to have sex with my husband. How could that be taken out of context?
This is so ridiculous.
This is absolutely a parental advisory episode.
Why?
Because I've cussed and we talked about sex.
You're out of control.
Out of control.
Okay, here's another one. This one's from.
Dare we continue after that?
You don't want to continue? Oh, gosh.
I know. We're talking a lot.
Wow.
Do you want to read one more and then let's wrap it up?
I didn't realize you had gone on this long. Here's one. And I have gotten more questions about this. And I want you to answer this right here on A Sandwich and Some Lovin' for everyone to know.
Okay.
Because I don't know the answer.
Do I?
Yes.
Oh.
This one's from Cheryl. Cheryl says, hey guys, love the podcast. Can you send me a little info about the shampoo used to help with the itchy scalp?
Okay.
I have dealt with the same issue for years and I have never found a solution. Help. We have received this question more than any question other than, Alan, how did you stop your snoring? More than any other question we've ever got.
Well, I didn't realize this was a prevalent problem. I really didn't. I suffered from, and it still occasionally itches, but not like it was. It was a nightmare. I truly thought I had lice. My head was itching so bad. And it's embarrassing when you're scratching your head constantly because people are looking at. Now I'm talking about it. My head's itching. It's like when you talk about lice, you start itching. So, what's that called? Power of suggestion. Anyway, coincidentally, I've been suffering from hair thinning on the side of my head. My mother said I inherited it from her because she's got very thin hair on the sides.
I'm not finding you attractive anymore because of that.
All right, that's fine.
And I'm going to ask somebody about it and ask how I can sensitively approach you.
Well, you could say, honey, I've noticed your hair is thinning. Do you think it's a medical condition? You want to go to a doctor about that?
Unreal.
You're so weird. Anyway, so I went to this doctor recommended to me by my hairdresser because she even noticed it was getting thin. And when I went, what they do, they want to see how your hair follicles are. And she was taking very, very close up, like crazy close up pictures of my scalp. And I was telling her how itchy and irritated it was, and she could see where there's patches of red irritated skin, but she looked at my hair follicles and they were just clogged with hair products. Sebum is what the word she used. I guess that's sort of like just sweat and dirt and oils that gets clogs your hair pores, your pores where your hair comes out of, and all the hair product, the dry shampoos and the chemicals and stuff like that. And so I was just obsessively scratching my hair. So she recommended to me a glycolic shampoo, and I'm happy to share that website with you. Now, it was a little bit expensive.
Hashtag ad?
No. I'm just telling you because I want people to have relief. I'm not getting any money off of this. I'm not in partnership with this doctor.
Relief?
Did I say relief?
Like Bob.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not getting any compensation for telling you this. Alan threw me off with that. But it did help me tremendously. It's a glycolic shampoo. Now, I think she sells it for like $28 a bottle. And I was like, there's got to be another glycolic shampoo. And I went to Amazon and I found another one that was $20 a bottle. And I have not started using that one yet because I still have my old one left. But if you want the information, you can Google glycolic shampoo, glycolic acid shampoo. But this one's volumizing, and I think it really has made a difference in the way my hair bounces, behaves. I love it. It's Yaker.com, YAKER.com/shop. It's the only shampoo and conditioner they sell. YAKER.com/shop. And you go there, and if you do get the shampoo and the conditioner, this is the only thing I'm going to tell you, and then we'll move on. If you use a conditioner, it is not a detangling conditioner. You just use it on your scalp wherever you're itching. And then the rest of your hair, use your regular conditioner because you will have a massive knot. So, okay, you got that. So if you get the shampoo and conditioner, don't use the conditioner on your entire head, just on your scalp. But I'll let you know, I'm going to try the other glycolic shampoo too. It's still kind of expensive. It's $20. But I'll tell you what, it's worth it because I was miserable. I was trying Head and Shoulders itchy scalp. I was trying that tea gel that smells like dog shampoo. I was trying everything, and this is the first thing that worked for me. Will it work for you? I don't know. I'm not giving you a money back guarantee because I'm not selling it. I'm just telling you what I'm using. But I will tell you something that I am using that I also love. And I'm going to tell you, I think my husband looks so cute and sexy in them. His Figs jogger pants. You were just wearing them.
As long as I'm skinny.
Babe, let it go. Alan, look, and I love joggers too, but there's something about seeing my husband walking around the house in these Figs joggers. Oh. I'm telling you, I want some of that.
Oh, God.
Figs. Okay, this is in all the medical offices. You know, if you work in a medical office, orthodontist office, veterinarian's office, anywhere, they have to wear scrubs. And normally scrubs are itchy and boring and blah. Figs are stylish. They are comfortable. They are used by all the sexy doctors like you see on TV that are walking around in the doctor's office. They're probably wearing Figs. These people dedicate their lives to caring for and serving others. So shouldn't they wear scrubs that make them feel that incredibly good? Yes.
Yes.
Figs is an amazing company that makes scrubs stylish and functional for the people who deserve it most, the caregivers, the doctors, the dentists, the people working with our pets. They create highest quality medical apparel so medical professionals look their best, feel their best, perform their best every day. Every set of Figs is antimicrobial, protecting from germs and bacteria. They are ridiculously soft. They have moisture-wicking fabric, and they feature 4-way stretch. Figs are made with yoga waistbands. They come in a variety of styles, from classic straight legs to joggers, even skinny styles. I'm telling you, Alan and I are not medical professionals, but we love Figs jogger pants. We love them. We wear them all the time. So if you want to give the gift of Figs to someone you know who's in the medical field, this would be a great Christmas or holiday or Hanukkah gift to give to them this year. Or if you just want to wear comfortable scrubs and these jogger pants, you need to check out Figs.
Did you wash my Figs today?
I did wash your Figs
I got
today.
Clean Figs.
They are in your closet.
I
just washed them.
Got clean Figs for the work week. So whether you are one of those awesome humans that works in healthcare or someone that wants to say thanks to these deserving folks, Figs is going to make that easy by providing you with 15% off your first purchase by using our code SANDWICH. Get ready to love your scrubs. Head to WearFigs, that's WearFigs.com, and enter our code SANDWICH at checkout. Love Figs.
I do too. I love those joggers.
You know, there's a big difference between Figs and just the kind of the joggers you get at the department store.
Yeah, the material's different. They're just they're like elevated joggers. If that makes sense to you listening. I'm serious. I love them.
All right, babe. Well, covered a lot of ground here. You cussed a lot.
I cussed once.
You put down the fat man quite a bit.
I did not. Listen, if somebody comes to me with a question, I'm really going to try to help them. I'm not going to fuss at them.
I didn't fuss.
You did fuss. You did fuss. But you know what? If somebody's not physically attracted,
You haven't seen me fuss.
but you need to
I'll
salvage
fuss.
that part of the relationship. You need to get back on track. And I think open communication is helpful, but it's hard when you know that saying what you truly feel is going to be devastating to someone.
I don't think this is the last thing I'm going to say, then I'll drop it. I don't think when you're having those thoughts, either man or woman, the first thing you should do is go to your partner and say there's a problem with your appearance. There's got to be another way to have that conversation.
Right.
And maybe it's, you're eating a lot and you're not exercising because you're depressed about something that's going on in your life. Let's talk about that. But if you want somebody to get defensive real quick, start harping on their personal appearance, and that'll make them real defensive.
I know, because it's hurtful.
Right.
So
that's my point. That's the only point I wanted to make.
Right. So how do you address it from a place of love?
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Doesn't mean they're not going to get their feelings hurt.
Yeah, and they still may get their feelings hurt. But I don't think anyone who's in that situation wants to be like that.
Well, sometimes, people are motivated by different reasons, and some people are motivated by having their feelings hurt. I don't know. It's a tough one.
Yeah.
It's a tough one. But that was a roller coaster of a podcast, babe.
Well, that's what we do, babe. We laugh, we cry,
podcast.
We yell, we scream, we laugh, we cry some more.
But you know what?
You roll your eyes at me.
I don't roll eyes that much. Just a little. But we're going to do it again real soon. I know that for sure.
Oh, wow. You're going to wrap it up this time.
Well, we got to go.
Oh, okay. All right, babe. Well, this was fun. I love you desperately.
I love you too, honey.
Love our listeners desperately.
I love you all too. And to those of y'all who have been checking Emma Kelly and me, please keep checking back. I know we're out of everything except for purses right now, but we do have a shipment coming. And I promise it's going to be really good stuff.
But I tell you what,
can't wait for you to see it.
I'll tell you what this should tell you is if you want one of Kelly's items out of her collection, you better get there fast.
Well,
because the stuff goes quick.
It does. And we ordered a lot because we don't want to be in this position again where we sell out too quickly. We want to keep, it's not, and we've got, we had people asking, well, where are your plus sizes? Where are, all this. So we've got plus sizes coming. And McKelly went with me to market. She picked out 12 items. I let her pick out a dozen things that she has ownership of, and she's so excited. And they have mom stamp of approval. So it's Emma Kelly and me. And I want her to have her thumbprint on it too. So we can't wait to show you those things, but it's going to be in another week or two before we start getting those shipments. So hang with us.
Hang with us. So check out Emma Kelly and me. There's Instagram for Emma Kelly and me at EKNme. A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. Don't forget, we've got an Instagram account. We've got Facebook. So check us out there. Follow us there. And
you can always watch us on YouTube. Alan and I typically record on Sunday and Wednesday nights because the podcast drops on Monday and Thursday mornings. So if you want to go to our YouTube channel, it's A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. We'd love to have you join us with a little live studio audience. We built a little tiny family here, and we appreciate everybody that joins us on YouTube as well.
That's right. All right, babe. Well, in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich.
Bye. I think wearing those glasses as long as it did made me feel so drunk. I really feel drunk. Bad. Okay. Who else there? Everybody still there?
Thank you, Michael. Right.
Oh, you know what Michael did? So sweet.
What's that?
He said parental advisory, bullshit, 35 minutes in or so. That was so nice of you. That way I could say.
Was it me? I didn't do it. I didn't say it. Whoa.
Now, are you dizzy? I'm telling you, I was dizzy as a bat.
Put these back on so I see what the hell I'm doing.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Michael. That's right, Lynn.
What's right?
Thank you, Michael. Sandwich and some bullshit. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate that. Recognizes art when he sees it. Thank you, Lindsay. I love you desperately. Hold on, guys. I know you can still see me. I'm not going to pick my nose. I hid your window. Here, hold on. Let me just upload this guy real quick. Road podcast, file 57, open, upload. We've got the tools and the technology. All right. Hello, Becky. Hey, Gunner, my man. It's too nice, man. I opened that thing up. I was like, holy moly. I'm gonna have that framed. Really, we're gonna send it to FrameBridge, and I'm gonna put it probably in the media room, either the media room or here in the office somewhere. It's really, really thoughtful.
Is he watching?
Yeah, he's watching. Love you, Mel. Appreciate you. Jacob, you're not Robert E. Lee anymore, man. That's San Angelo. Let's see what we got going on here. Man, that's something good stuff. Oh, man. I'm getting to where I can't see anything small. I haven't played in a long time. So I'll have to bust that out sometime. It's just we've been so freaking busy. It's like there's always something I got to do, like usually right after the podcast. Sorry, Justin. We've just been really busy with all the EK and me stuff. It's just, I mean, it's, you know, it's like starting any new business. It's a lot of work. And usually I'm on the computer like pretty much all day doing something. Let's see if this is uploaded yet. Yep. Here, hold on. Roberto Airman. Lacey G. Kelly Raspberry Evans. Podcast file for 8/9/28 or no 10/28. Send. The light is green. The trap is clean. I am done. Boom.
There you go. Podcast title and description done. Thank you, Michael. I'm so tired. Oh, they paid off Disney. We've paid for Disney. We're officially broke now.
Yeah, we're in the poorhouse.
Y'all, we ordered so much stuff for Emma Kelly and me because we have to have stuff to sell. I think Alan turned whiter than I am when I told him about it. All the color washed from his face. What are you going to do, right?
Nothing.
Hopefully y'all like it and you'll buy it. Because it's some pretty stuff. I'm excited.
Whoa.
I'm telling you, I feel drunk.
Okay.
Maybe they slipped something in my iced tea tonight. I feel so drunk. I've got to go to bed.
All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. You guys have a good week. Yeah, listen to Justin. Don't give me a heart attack.
What?
He said, don't give Alan a heart attack.
About what?
About
the money?
About anything. Bye, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Michael, I'm gonna start men's stuff. You watch. I'm gonna start with accessories though, not clothes. I don't know if we won't ever do clothes, but I'll start with men's accessories for sure, like wallets and cool stuff that dudes can buy. And I'll have a hand on designing some of it, so it'll be pretty cool. All right, guys. Talk to y'all soon. Mwah.